Photoshop fans, we're back again. My name's Ali Baba from OneStopTutorials.com. We are up to no good and we are doing another video tutorial. And in this video tutorial, we're going to be talking about this tool here, the eraser tool, the background eraser tool, and the Paul Daniels Magic Eraser tool. Now, you probably hear me say Paul Daniels a lot, but as a kid, I did quite like Paul Daniels. I thought he was amazing. As I got into an adult, I don't find him so amazing no more. Okay, the way this works is, we have the eraser tool. We're going to work with that first. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a way of deleting the background but not using this tool, and I'll show you the reason why. With each of these tools, you'll always see that we have the options above. Okay, so we can choose brush, pencil or block. Pencil is very similar to brush. Sorry, let me go back this one. And block is obviously a block. You can't actually see it. Okay, but I'm going to use brush. And what we want to do is, with the eraser tool selected, we simply want to delete. Now I know what you're thinking. Generally when you delete, you get that little pixel square format. Okay, now the reason this isn't working is if we go to our layers, you'll see that our background layer is locked and it's not allowing us to delete from a locked background. So very simply, double click on that. Don't worry about all this, just hit OK, and now the background is unlocked, which now means you get that checkerboard delete effect. Okay, and you can just come in and delete. Now the reason I don't like this tool so much is, let's say you're deleting away, you're coming down her arm and you suddenly delete too much off. Okay, well that's permanent. Unless you catch it early and you do a Control Z, that's permanent. And the way I sometimes work when I'm in deleting backgrounds is I'm in close. So I'm coming in here and I'm deleting, I'm trying to be careful, and I suddenly wipe a head out and I'm coming down here. I get to the end, I zoom out, I've cut her head off. I've done it, trust me, I've done it many a times. No more. I'm going to show you a different way, but just by simply, very simply using the mask. Okay, and this is this tool here. In fact, I'm not sure why I've got one up here. That's cheating. Okay, and I'll show you how to get that. So you select the image, which is obviously the only one there, and there's a little square down here with a circle on it. Simply click that and it actually says, if you look, it says add vector mask. Okay, and what this is basically is we got two options now. We got the picture and we got the quick mask, the mask. Yeah, and the way the mask works, it works on a black and white basis. So black deletes, black adds, sorry, white deletes, and I'll show you what I mean. So if we select the white as the foreground color and we use the eraser tool, okay, what we're doing now, we can come in now and we can zoom along and we can delete her arm and we can go around her head. Now let's say we suddenly did what we did before and chopped too much of her head off. Okay, the way this works, and that's having the mask selected, you simply switch the colors, so you got black as the foreground and then you paint over and it just brings it back. Isn't that amazing? I mean, this is going to save you a lot more time, especially with details when some of the other tools don't work and you've got to get in there by hand and remove the background. Just by flipping from white to black, you can just do some really, you can just bring it all back. It's this program, this Adobe Photoshop, never ceases to amaze me. Okay, so that's one way of doing the background. And now I'm just going to click on that, drag it and chuck it in the bin, and I'm going to hit apply. So that's that tool. Up to you. If you wanted to use the eraser tool and you've got a steady hand, not a problem. Sometimes when you're zoomed in, you lose the effect. The next one is the background eraser tool, and we've talked about these eyedrops before in some other tutorials, but I'll quickly go over it again. The first one continuously samples the color. Okay, so I'm deleting and it takes every color that it sees. Doesn't matter where it is, it deletes it all. Okay, the second one is from a one sample color. So you simply, if we click on the gray, it's now going to pick up everything gray. It's not going to pick up her hair. Okay, it's not going to pick up her hair because it's not gray. It might pick up some of her skin because in the middle by her necklace it has this sort of gray area, so it'll pick that up. So that's what that one does. And then the last one is select from background color, background and foreground color. So if you select gray as your background, it basically means, like the last one, it'll only select gray, and it is very handy to have. And then you've got the other options, discontinuous, continuous, and find edge. Find edge is great because it really gets close in this particular instant. It really gets close in, and that's what we want. So if we just go around this picture and we delete as much as we can out of it, I can see we're going to have a problem with her hair, but do you know what, I'm going to have to do a video tutorial on hair because I just know so many people who get so much problems with deleting hair. I actually have a friend as well who has a problem with deleting earrings, you know, going around earrings and deleting it. So I'm just quickly going to do this, and then I'm going to show you the last tool. Now I really could become obsessive like I always do, as you all know, and I could come in here and I should really be getting rid of some of this in her hair here, you know, but for the sake of time we're going to do a hair tutorial anyway, so we'll do that another time. In fact, no, it's not a he's obsessed. He is obsessed. He's in the zone. Let's just quickly try to get rid of some of this rubbish around there. You know, I'm just coming in. I'm trying to find I'm trying to find the grey pixels. Okay, that'll do. That's enough, Ali. Just say no. Okay, there's a bit under her arm here. Okay, and the last one is Magic Eraser, as I call it, the Paul Daniels, which is just basically a click basis. You click, okay, and it just takes out as much of that color as it can. If I quickly bring this image back and we click, and it does actually a very good job. If I had to move it onto, let's say I got a picture of Piccadilly Circus here, and we just move her in to Piccadilly Circus, Control T to free transform. I just quickly want to get her in. It's done quite a good job, you know, considering we clicked twice. You know, a bit around the hair, which we could come in and do a bit more, but around here as well. But you get the idea. That it's very simple to remove stuff from background. That's 3 ways that you can do it. All depends on the image. It really depends on what's involved in what tool that you use. Well, that's it from me. What time is it? It's 9:30. I'll probably have another coffee and I don't know, maybe go and watch Lost. That's what I'm watching at the moment. Lost. We're on season 4 and it's getting exciting. They've made it. Oh, I better not tell you, just in case you're watching it. I better not tell you. But this is me checking out. Subscribe to my YouTube or leave your comments below. Any questions, any problems, just email me and I will do my best to help you. Take it easy, guys and girls. I shall see you very, very soon.